Hello and welcome to this reading. This is a love reading. It works the same as usual, where we have 3 piles with pile 1 on the left, pile 2 in the middle and pile 3 on the right. We are using the Lover's Oracle today, so it's a bit different with the words on the front. So that may give you a bit of an inkling into what the reading is about, and then you can see if it may fit your situation. But as always, just use your intuition and stick with that intuition. And once you've chosen, I'll put the timestamps for you in the description box, so you can just click on that and it will take you to your reading. I'll see you there. Hello group 1 and welcome to your reading. Today's reading is a love reading, and for group 1 we are looking at what is the truth. What is the truth in the situation that you're in, to do with love and romance. So let's see what the cards say. So the first card to come out was the Nine of Swords. So what I feel from this is someone who is quite desperate. They're feeling desperate in a situation. They're acting out of desperation. There's something in their life that is making them unhappy, and that is sort of impacting on their decisions. Yeah. And they've sort of, like, what they've got their mind set on is flying just above them, so it's kind of like out of reach, but in a way that it's making them want it. So yeah, whether it could be an addiction or something that you want that you can't get or that you can't have. You'll know whatever situation it fits for you, what this is about. The energy I feel is that this is talking about the person that you're dealing with, so not your energy, for this Nine of Swords. And we also have the Seven of Swords come out here. So we're dealing with someone who is a bit vain. They kind of thinking about themselves. Their thoughts are mainly based around what they need and what their wants are. So yeah, we're dealing with someone, like I said before, with the Nine of Swords energy. They are quite unhappy. There's something making them unhappy, and there's something that they think will make them happy. And what they're doing is acting out of their own selfish needs. Yeah, so they're really acting in their own best interests, just to really try and get what they want, and that sort of makes them a bit shady, and you're like not quite sure what's going on. Like, there's just something that's making you feel like you just can't believe them. They're just not believable in this situation, or, you know. yeah, there's just something missing that you're not quite seeing. Yeah, so I guess that's, this reading's about what is the truth, and there's something, they are not completely truthful. So, yeah. You need to be just a bit wary, and you are already a bit wary about, there's just that's something about them that you can't put your finger on. Alright, so the next card coming out was the Five of Pentacles. So we're looking at hardship, this situation here between you two is causing the relationship some troubles. And it's getting in the way of the relationship, like it's affecting the time that you're spending together, it's affecting your communication, affecting your moods, affecting the financial stability as well. Yeah, it's really not working out well for the financials situation. So, and this kind of desperation, this thing that the other person needs, the person that you're dealing with, the thing that they need is taking up a lot of time, and it's taking up a lot of money, or it's taking away from the relationship, and it's leaving, like, it's either leaving yourself or this other person feeling, alone, or like they're dealing with things alone, or that they're spending a lot of time alone. So yourself or the other person may be spending a lot of time on their own, or yeah, doing something on their own a lot as well. We have next the Tower. So something's happened here. I'm not sure if like this may be the truth moment, like the truth coming out. So you may have already known what was happening, and what this person was sort of doing in secret. You sort of had that inkling that they were acting shady, and you couldn't quite believe them. So I think this has come out now, and you've found out the truth, and you've put your finger on it. You've like seen it with your own eyes. You've got proof now. So now you have this big Tower moment, and you've got to navigate your way through it. You've got to deal with what this means in your relationship. Everything's going to come crashing down. Your whole entire world is going to need to change. Because whatever this situation is for you, with this energy here, cannot continue. So it's either got to change, or you've got to walk away and go in a completely different direction, and burn that to the ground. So next card that came out was the Eight of Swords. So it looks like you really need to take some rest now, and work your way through this situation. So it's really cut you up. It's really hurt you, and you know, at the moment you're kind of feeling stuck. With this, dealing with this pain, because you know, with the Tower moment coming, the Tower card coming out, you're stuck with this like sort of, you've got two different pathways. Everything in your life is about to change. You can either go one way or the other way. And we've got a huge, you know, this came out of nowhere, this thing, really. Like, it is a shocking thing that's happening. And as much as, well, you did expect it in a way, but no one ever, you know, when something as big as this happens, no one ever expects it or wants to accept that they know it's coming, sort of thing. Or you just want to believe that, no, that's not going to happen to me. So, yeah, she's feeling very, you know, imprisoned by this pain. Like, it's painful, whatever she chooses to do. She tries to fix things where she is. It's going to be very painful, and it's going to need a lot of work. And it's not just her doing the work, it's the other person as well. So you've got to be supportive of them doing the work, and you know, do you believe that they can do the work? What is the situation that what is this desperate thing that they're doing? What is this shady thing that they're doing? And do you think they can stop? Do you think they can go in a new direction with you, or do you need to leave them behind? Because, you know, if they're not willing to go in this new direction with you, then they don't align with what you want. And they're just not on the same path as you, you know. They're going to bring you down. If you don't believe that they can live without this thing or give this thing up and change their ways, then yeah, they are not for your life. So the next card we have out is the Seven of Cups. Sorry. So you know, you've got this path to go on, and it's not going to be easy, and it's going to give you know, you've got a lot of false hopes now. You still want love, but you're not sure how to move on from this. You know, you're either going to be trying to mend where your heart is in your current relationship, or you're going to move on and start fresh, whatever that looks like. But it's left you dreaming of like what could be as well. And because you sort of have this choice now, and I think you already know what you want to do deep down, and you know, with all this stuff coming out and everything that's happened, I think you're ready to make your choice. And you know, love sometimes seems like such an unattainable thing, but I think you're ready to go down that path looking for new love, or at least just stepping away from this situation and, you know, focusing on the future and, you know, maybe some new dreams will present themselves, and they might seem impossible, but all you can do is take it one step at a time, and at least one step at a time on the right path is better than staying still on that in the same spot. Yeah, you're going to move ahead a lot faster on a new path than this current one you're going on. You've been on. So we have next out was the Knight of Wands. So you've got the spark now to move on, and fit more in. You've got the spark now to move on, and you've got that spark in you to adventure and explore and create this new life for yourself. So, you know, you're off on your way, and you know, it'll take a lot of self-love before you even start looking for the next love of your life. But the next card out was the Eight of Cups. So again, it's a change of directions. It's this sort of sad but sweet moment, because you don't, like, it's hard to leave, but it's, you know, it's the right thing to do. So it's a very sad but sweet moment, saying goodbye, but knowing that you're off for new and better things. So that is what I have for you today for the tarot side of things, group 1. But I also have some oracle cards. So you have Faerie of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. So definitely where you're at with the Knight of Wands energy and the Eight of Cups energy, off on a new start, a new path forward. And yeah, it's really going to call for you to be brave. It's not easy. It's not an easy path to choose. Yeah, it takes a lot of courage. And yeah, you'll definitely grow from here. And another oracle card we have for you is Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. So I'll just read a little message out of the book for Spaceship. You've been made to believe that your voice, that your unique point of view in this world isn't worth very much. Let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth. Your words are worth all the stars in the night sky, so don't forget to sing whenever you have the chance. Your voice is powerful enough to sink a dozen spaceships. So that is what I have for you, Group 1. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Definitely a message of using your voice. You're going to get to sing for the first time ever in this new adventure that you're on. So yeah, let that voice shine. I will leave my socials in the description box so you can check them out for more of me. and you can DM me if you're looking for a private reading. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next reading. Thanks, group 1. Bye. Hi, group 2, and welcome to your reading. So today's reading is a love reading, and we are asking the cards to tell us about it is a dark place without you. It is dark without you. So, let's get into your reading. We have, first out was the Queen of Pentacles. So, you know, where you're at when you met this person was, you know, you're well off, you're feeling good, you're providing for yourself, for your own needs, you've got what you need, you're doing well in your career, life's going good, you're doing the thing and you're looking after yourself, and you're running your life, and so next out we had the Six of Pentacles, and somewhere along the line you've met someone, and you really feel like you've been generous in your exchanges, in the time you've spent with this person. You feel like you've been giving a lot of services to him, things to him, looking after him, material things, you know, quality time. You're really being attentive to his needs, or their needs, sorry. And you're kind of feeling like you're not getting any rewards back from it. So, you know, you feel like you're being very generous to him, or them, and you're not getting much in return. You're not receiving too many rewards back in exchange. So yeah, it's sort of leaving you feeling a bit flat because it's all about giving and taking in relationships. And next out we had the Knight of Cups. So we have someone who is very passionate, can be very seductive. He's laying it all out on the table for you, or he feels like that's what you want, what he's giving, and yeah, he's putting it out there for you. And so this energy is the person that you're dealing with. You know, you're quite smitten by this person. Well, I think more than smitten. Yeah, you're very attracted to this person. There's lots of that chemistry there. So definitely in the physical area going well with this person. And next out we had the Four of Swords. So we've got a bit of time for reflection here. So something's happened with this person, and you're wanting to step away from this for a moment. So next out we also had the Seven of Wands. So it's taken a lot of bravery for you to step away from this for the time being, because you know you're standing up for what you believe in, and you know as as you felt there was a very strong connection with your physical chemistry in this relationship, you did not feel the connection in other ways, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. For example, you were not there with this person just yet, and you are sort of feeling frustrated or like led in the wrong direction because you feel like this person was all about the passion and the physical and that side of things, but you felt like that's all it was about, and you were trying to give in other ways, and you were being very generous with your time, and you were trying to invest a lot of emotional energy into this relationship because you wanted the connection in other ways. So you were sort of concentrating and putting your energy into that, and they were putting their energy into only one thing, and that definitely there was something about it that just didn't sit right with you. So you've got to take your time to assess that, and you want this other person to get on the same page as you and have that same energy with you, but they're just not quite there yet. They think that what you've got is good, and and maybe it'll just take a little bit of time apart for them to realize that they want more, and they want to put their energy and focus into really getting to know you and connecting with you. So you've got to really be brave and be strong in your morals and what you value in a relationship, and you've really got to stay true to that, because you've got to, this other person has to align with that. So you're sort of fighting between two different energies at the moment. What else we've got out? We came out was the Four of Pentacles. So this person, they are starting to also become a bit possessive. They feel like you feel like a very protective energy coming from them, so that they are sort of trying to protect you, but you're not asking for them to do that. So there's this thing of them projecting that they need to protect you, and you're not sure what that's about, and they are still showing that side of them that's very sort of playful and a little bit promiscuous, and wanting more, always wanting more and always chasing more, but not always for the right reasons. So you're sort of trying to work in with them, and work out what they're really after. And it's sort of like you're fighting forces. Like on one hand you see this person that is very narrow-minded, but then they're sort of coming around, and they're starting to get on board with connecting with you on a deeper level. So it's starting to happen. But there's something about that sort of, they're very into themselves personality that is getting in the way here. So next out we had the Nine of Pentacles. So now we have rewards. So you're finally beginning to see the rewards of your actions. You're putting in a lot to this connection, and you're starting to see that sort of reciprocated as well. We have out also the Hierophant. So we are encouraging you both energies in this to seek some further guidance, learn off other people in your life, other relationships that you know might have some advice on how to work through these types of things, that have been there before. So just encouraging you to reach out to your networks around you, like your group of friends, or people that you may know that have been in a similar situation. So yeah, and really just see if you can get those rewards back. That's what you're aiming for here. And it's going to take a lot of self-growth as well, so both leaning on each other, and also really at the same time looking inwards and learning from yourself and learning what your morals and values are and staying true to those. Okay, so with this Seven of Wands energy as well, it's really about facing these obstacles together. You know, the other person you're dealing with has got things that they need to face and get over these hurdles, and you have to support each other through that, because it'll be very challenging and difficult for you to also stick with it and support them through this, and see where it goes, sort of thing, because you're having that sort of separated time but you're still working on things. And yeah, so you've really got to be true to your own self and really, really listen to your inner thoughts and inner beliefs, and you know, stay true to what your heart wants, because that's your only defense. Yeah, that's your defense mechanism against being hurt again is your self-values and yeah, valuing yourself. And yeah, that's how you're going to encourage your person to get through it as well, because you value yourself, and you know, you need them to value you so much that they can get through this and build that deeper connection with you on all levels. Yeah. So I also have some oracle cards for you. Today we have Strangely Lonely. Holding on way too tight. So I think the thing that is being held on to too tightly is the person that you're dealing with is holding on to this thing way too tightly. It's just what they've been conditioned to do. They've learnt this behavior, what they've done. It's comfortable. They're familiar with it. They know it, and yet they're learning to let go of it. And yeah, like any kind of thing that's not good for us, addictions and things, it's hard to let go of, and it leaves a big space. It leaves a void to be filled. So that's where the feeling of strangely lonely is coming in, because it leaves a big lonely hole that you're trying to fill, and you've just got to be there to support them to fill it in the right ways and helpful ways. So we also have homework. Take yourself out on a date. So definitely, why not enjoy your own company? It's very rare these days that we, really enjoy our own company, take ourselves out, just as you would someone else, It's a very special energy when you value yourself, and, when you take someone else out on a date, you just you think they're so special, and it's such a big thing, and it's this big moment, and you're so excited and to enjoy this time with them, and you need to think that way about your own self, spending time with your own self, how special it is, and how lucky are you to spend this time with yourself, because you are the best, so definitely take yourself out and dress up nicely for yourself. That'd be awesome. And tell yourself in the mirror before you leave how beautiful you're looking, and how much you love your body and yourself. So the book for homework: take yourself out on a date. Slow down. It's time to press pause and contemplate before the next leg of your journey. It's in those solitary, introspective moments where we learn the most interesting and eye-opening things about ourselves. Take yourself on a date of sorts, even if it's just a quiet and cozy night at home. Enjoy your own company. So that's what I have for you today, group 2. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I will leave my socials in the description box if you'd like to find me on there, and you can get in touch by direct message if you'd like a private reading. Otherwise, I'll see you again in the next reading. Bye. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. Today is a love reading. So we've got I'm Obsessed with You. So let's see what we have in the reading. We have first off the 9 of Wands. So we have an energy here of someone who is on the defense mode. This could be your energy or the person you're dealing with energy. So, they've been attacked before, so they've been hurt in a relationship previously, and that's left them very much on the defense. They do whatever they can to protect themselves, so they do have a lot of defense mechanisms, and they do put their walls up. So that. So the next card we had out was the Princess of Swords. So yeah, with this energy, it's very much they are paying attention to detail. They're vigilant. They're watching their surroundings. They are very observant of their situations and their environment. So with this nine of Wands energy, you know, you've been hurt in the past, so you are very vigilant now about if there are any love interests starting up. You're very vigilant about checking every detail and observing what they're like, and you really want to make sure that you are avoiding any possible red flags, or you're picking up on anything that you don't like before you get into anything someone else. So the next card we had out. Okay, so the next card out we have is the Devil, and I'm just covering it up so that it doesn't get my video taken off or censored, because yeah, it's a bit of a raunchy card. So yeah, there's a person that's come along into your life, and you really had this uncontrollable urge, like even though you're being vigilant, even with this Princess of Swords and Nine of Wands energy, even though you got your boundaries, you got your walls up, you're being vigilant of who you're getting involved with. It's just undeniable, your attraction to this person, and you can't stop yourself but to be with them. And yeah, it's just like two magnets coming together. So I'm gonna have to leave that like that. So the next card we had out is the King of Swords. So this person that's charged on into your life, he has sort of like authority in a way. He's very, he knows what he wants, and not that he won't take no for an answer, but he's got that kind of influence over you anyway, so yeah, he's got that influence over you, so it doesn't really, it's just the way he comes across is very like authoritative, and it's the kind of style that you like though, so it's fair, and it's not like authority in a bad way. It's like he just knows what he wants, and he can tell you exactly what he wants, and yeah, there's no denying that you're on the same page, and you know you like what he's got to offer you, and what he's telling you, and what he's putting on the table. So we also had out next the Queen of Pentacles. So you know, you're in a stage in your life where you are quite comfortable, you're not struggling financially, you're looking after yourself financially, you've got a good life, you know, it's not like you need a man to come along and sweep you off your feet, or you need anybody. So I should keep it more gender neutral, not so specific. It could be any gender that you're dealing with. So yeah, you've got this great life, you don't need anyone to come and look after you or sweep you off your feet. And the next card we had out was the Two of Wands. So yeah, you two are really hitting it off, and you want to make it work. You want to give it a go together. You want to work together and see where it goes. And you seem to make a really good team. So the next card we had out was the Two of Swords. So there's a little bit of conflict here in the relationship. You're questioning the relationship a little bit because you know you've been hurt in the past, so of course you question whether things are going to work out. Of course you question whether like, the, the authenticity of the relationship is, real. Yeah, because you've sort of worked with people with darker forces before, and you've sort of had to, you've learned that coping mechanism, so it's really hard to break free of that way of thinking. So that's coming into the relationship here and affecting, it's taking a toll on your ability to work through issues with this person. So next out we had the Knight of Wands. So yeah, this person is so ready to be with you, and I think they're going to do anything it takes to be with you. They believe in what you guys have together. So they're really going to be pushing you along with this energy, with any doubts that come into your mind. They're really going to be pushing those doubts away and reassuring you how much they want you and want this. And they want to make it work. They want to work on these issues. They want to support you through what you're thinking and what you're feeling. As a team, and that Two of Wands energy is still there. They really want to work together and collaborate with you to make this work. And we also have the Knight of Swords energy coming out. So, this person is really giving it their all for you. You're going to push them away because you're on the defense. You're going to block things. You're going to put your walls up because you're trying to protect yourself. But they're going to be working through that. They're not going to leave your side. They've got that courage within themselves to stick by you through this. Because it does take a lot of courage to stick by someone who's really not doing well in a relationship and trying to push it forward and be positive all the time. It really takes a lot of courage. So you should be really thankful that you've got someone that wants to put so much thought and effort into helping you and wants to do that by your side, and they've got what it takes to support you through this. You're very lucky. You've got someone who really, really, really admires and adores you and cares for you. Obsessed with you. So there you go. We also have some oracle cards for you. So we had coming out the Mend a Faerie, Broken Heart Faerie. The Mend a Broken Heart Faerie. So I think it's time for that broken heart to be healed through this relationship. It'll definitely really, really be a time of healing those wounds of the heart, little by little, closing that gap and making your heart feel full again. So that's really exciting. We also had out storm. So every hurricane comes to an end. So I think you just have to accept that not all storms last forever. It may feel like you've always got to be prepared for a storm, but it's over now. You can relax. It has passed. You don't always have to be on your defenses and, looking out, and the storm has passed. So you're in a good place now. You just gotta believe it, baby. Okay, so I'm just gonna read a message from the book on storm. So every hurricane comes to an end. Just when you thought things were taking a turn for the better, in came a hurricane of hurt. Now you find yourself utterly exhausted from trying to survive it all. Rest assured, the clouds are finally starting to part, making room for the much-needed sun. Like the clouds, you should also let go of past or present pain in order to make room for something better. Alright, so that is what I have for you in this reading, Group 3. Please comment if this has resonated for you in the comment section, and in the description box you can find my socials for more of me, and you can DM me if you're interested in a private reading with me. And I will catch you again next time, Group 3. Bye.